We're now going to evaluate trigonometric integrals involving products of sine and cosine with different angles. These integrals look like this. We have sine mx times sine nx, and then we have the integral of cosine mx times cosine nx, and then we have a mixed one, sine mx times cosine nx. Over here on the right, I've written down the 3 examples of these cases that we're going to walk through. The key idea is to use the following product to sum identities to transform the integral into a form that's just easier to integrate. In this green box, I've written down the 3 product to sum identities that we're going to need to use. The steps that we're going to follow in solving these examples are to first rewrite the product using the appropriate product to sum identity, and then just integrate. Let's walk through our first example. We are going to integrate sine 3x times sine 2x dx. Our first step is to rewrite the integrand using this product to sum identity right here, sine mx times sine nx. Let's start by writing down what m and n are equal to. M is equal to 3, and then n is equal to 2. This gives us the integral of sine 3x sine 2x dx is equal to the integral. Now we're going to use our formula. We have 1/2. We have cosine m minus n, so that's 3 minus 2x, minus cosine m plus n, so that's 3 plus 2x, and then we have our dx. Let's go ahead and let's simplify this. I'm going to pull the 1/2 out in front, and then we have a cosine x minus cosine 5x, and we can easily integrate that. And that's our second step. All we have to do is just do the integration. The integral of cosine is sine x. And then we have minus the integral of cosine 5x. So that is minus sine 5x. And then don't forget, we have to divide by a 5 because of the 5x. And then we add on our plus c. Let's rewrite this answer. I'm going to distribute the 1/2 through. So we have 1/2 sine x minus 1/10 sine 5x plus c. And there's our answer. Integrals like this come up in differential equations when you're studying Fourier series. In example 2, we are going to integrate cosine x times cosine 2x. The first step is to use this product to sum identity that I listed over here on the right. With this identity, our m is equal to 1. That comes from the cosine x. And then our n is equal to 2. We have our integral cosine x times cosine 2x. Applying this formula is now 1/2 cosine m minus n, so that's 1 minus 2. We'll have to watch out for that sign right there, plus cosine m plus n, so that's 1 plus 2 x dx. Let's go ahead and let's simplify this. We'll pull the 1/2 out in front, and then we're going to integrate cosine minus x plus cosine 3x dx. Let's do one more simplification. You may remember that cosine of minus x is equal to cosine x. Remember, the graph of cosine is the same on the left-hand side of the y-axis as it is on the right-hand side. That's where that identity comes from. Let's go ahead and let's substitute that in. So we have 1/2 the integral. Now we just have cosine x plus cosine 3x dx. Our second step is to just go ahead and let's integrate that. Our 1/2 comes along for the ride. The integral of cosine x is sine x. And then the integral of cosine 3x is sine 3x. But let's be careful, we have to divide by 3. And then we add on plus c. If we multiply the 1/2 through, we have 1/2 sine x plus 1/6 sine 3x plus our arbitrary constant. And there's our answer. Let's now look at our third example. We are going to integrate sine 8x times cosine 5x. To do this, we are going to need to use this product to sum identity. M is equal to 8 and n is equal to 5. Let's go ahead and let's apply that. This gives us sine 8x times cosine 5x dx. Let's integrate this and we'll use our formula. This is the integral of 1/2 sine m minus n, so that's 8 minus 5 times x, plus sine m plus n, so that's 8 plus 5 x, and we have dx. Let's go ahead and let's simplify this. I'll pull the 1/2 out in front, and then let's see what we have. We have sine 3x plus sine 13x dx. Our second step, give us a little bit more room here, is to just integrate this. Our 1/2 comes along for the ride. Now we're going to have to be careful with signs because the integral of sine x is minus cosine x. So this first term is a minus cosine 3x. And then don't forget to divide by the 3. And then we have a minus cosine 13x. And we divide by 13. And then we add on our arbitrary constant. For the final answer, I'm going to multiply the 1/2 through. So this gives us a minus 1/6 cosine 3x minus 1 over 26 times cosine 13x. And then we have our plus c. And there's our answer. And that's it.
If this video has been helpful to you, please consider subscribing to my channel. Keep believing in yourself and have a great rest of your day.